I suspect, Rico, you've seen a number of churches putting these courses on, and probably some of them haven't done it in the best way. We've probably got some church leaders listening into this discussion we're having. If you were to be able to advise them what mistakes should they avoid?
Look, there's just one big issue with this material, and it's whether you can get people to come along. Yeah. I mean, that's the battle. And therefore think about venue. It might be that going to a local church is difficult. They're better going to a spare room in a pub or going to a home. The battle is to get people to come. I think once people come, it's Mark's gospel. It's incredibly powerful. As they come, there's a bit of an overview of the Bible story. You're going to begin with Genesis 1 and see that we're the glory and garbage of the universe. I mean, we find as people come, they're deeply wrought upon, really. Now, it may not be they're back the next week, and there can be new, but that may not be for not quite a good reason. But it's getting them there. And so I would say as a leader, give all your time to trying to get people on the course, trying to get them to come. That's what I try and do. And therefore get your fellow preachers with your own, even as the course is beginning, to say, if it's on a Monday night at All Souls and it's say Christianity Explored, we're on week 3, which is the sin week. When sin comes up in the sermon, say, look, come back tomorrow night. We've got a course, come and ask any question you like. So it's keeping the value up. So in the preaching on a Sunday, keep the next week's topic there so people can just say it's like a double-decker bus. Just jump on when you want. Just come along. We'd love to see you. But it's just keeping that value high of through those weeks. And so really give it a push. Then when you're not running the course, give a little bit of a break in terms of pushing on the evangelism front. And then when people come back again, then when you go again. So I think the rhythm of the year of not pushing it all the time is a crucial thing too. Otherwise, people just feel lashed by it,
I think something we've discovered in a smaller church is that you have to be flexible and willing to run it when people want to do it. So you can have your plan of how you want to run evangelism and when you'll build the kind of course into your busy program. But often the people you want to reach don't fit with that. We increasingly see that people don't make commitments much ahead of time. They don't agree to come to something. You have to some extent, fluidly go with when are they available, when do they want to do it. And so a degree of flexibility in using the course to meet the needs of the people, rather than saying to the people, we've got a course, but you've got to come and fit with our program, has been quite helpful. And that's just disruptive, I think, in lots of areas of church life. It's no longer possible to have a systematic program in the way that you could in the past. That's just not how younger people operate. Lives are busy. We all get frustrated with the people who drop things at the last minute because something better comes along. But if that's the culture, we have to use our resources in a way that fit with that culture rather than, in a sense, prevent that culture from being able to engage with what we're doing.
So, I think here is a line. It is at their convenience, not ours.
Absolutely.
And I think it's getting that in place, that part of Luke 15, 1 to 11, where you're going after lost sheep, where you're finding a lost coin, as an all-out search is launched. And therefore, as a Christian worker, I'd say to people listening, a key way of evaluating how we're doing is our preparedness to go after lost sheep, which is absolutely exhausting. And it's just keeping going. And I remember thinking, I was working with a dear chap and I gave him a couple of people who were good links to meet with. And he just said, I've not really got the energy. I remember thinking, brother, we're done. That's the absolute core of going after lost sheep,